Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. Y'all, I know it's been a long time since I've been out in these YouTube streets. Y'all, I've been working and it's taking me a minute to get my groove back, y'all. So it's making me tired. I just said that, child, I am getting old because look here. I have been falling asleep like at 8 or 9 o'clock at night like a little kid. Then I'm up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning like an old lady. But I came in here today, y'all, to talk about Miss Wendy Williams. Have y'all been seeing all the shit that's been going on with her in these last, 2, 3 weeks? Well, it's been longer because we found out about her husband. Um, I think it was a month or two ago that he was seen with a woman, and there's pictures of him being with a woman, but we'll talk about that later. I wanted to start off by talking about when Wendy Williams fainted on her show. I watched the video of her fainting and it was not good. I am not a Wendy fan at all. I love her gossip part sometimes, but sometimes Wendy can be a little bit much. So she works my nerves, so I don't watch her all the time. But I did catch when she fell out on stage. I saw the video. And she looked really bad. A lot of people thought she had had a stroke. It was like something went wrong in her brain for just a couple seconds, or her heart fluttered or something, and it scared the shit out of her, and she just dropped. And I actually felt sorry for her. Even though I don't like Wendy, to see that, I felt sorry for her. Now, here lately, it's a lot of stuff coming out about her husband stepping out on her. Now, y'all heard that her husband got a woman that lived down the road from Wendy. And, it's been a whole bunch of shit about that. Pictures popping up here and there. Or here recently, some more pictures popped up. And I think a couple months ago, Wendy put the kibosh on that. She said something like their relationship was fine, and she played down the fact that we're hearing these rumors that her husband is cheating and that we're seeing these pictures. She kind of played it down. Now, y'all, I'm going to be honest. I got two different feelings concerning this whole situation with Wendy, because they said that due to all the stress of what's going on in her life, that this woman is suffering from insomnia, she's having anxiety attacks, and all of that. So my two feelings are this. Number one, as a woman, and a woman who's been cheated on, I feel sorry for her on that tip. No woman, especially a married woman, wants to be in a position where she finds out that her man is cheating and there's proof positive with pictures and all of that stuff. No woman wants to go through that. And I can imagine at night what's going on in their home, the conversations that are going on with these pictures out there. I can imagine how hurt she is and all of that. But on the other hand, and this is my feeling too, number two, Wendy has talked shit about so many people. Like I said, Wendy can be a little harsh sometimes. And y'all know Wendy comes from radio. She was a shock jock. She would get people on her show, be interviewing them, and she would ask them all kind of crazy questions, really prying into people's business. I remember years ago, there was a male model, a black model. I can't think of his name right now. But she kept on pressing him about, was he gay and all of this stuff. And the first time he laughed it off. The second time you could tell he got uncomfortable. And then the third time he basically put her in her place. Letting her know, hey, look, I'm not gay. Just because I'm a model and, I do this, I do that, I'm not gay. And I remember that situation because I remember my mother telling me about it, and she was like, Rachel, did you see that? And I was like, yeah, I did. And, she should have stopped because she invited him as a guest. And then when you get the guests there, you make them feel uncomfortable. So, that's just Wendy. I also remember when she did the interview with Whitney Houston. And, she had told them before Whitney was due to come on to keep their hand on the buzzer because they knew that Whitney Houston was going to start cussing and all of that. Whitney came on. Wendy was asking her all these questions about Bobby Brown. It was when Whitney and Bobby were still together, very much together. And she was asking her all these questions about Bobby Brown, about doing drugs, about did her daughter see it. And when I tell y'all, Whitney Houston went off on her child. Basically, Whitney told her to mind her motherfucking business. She also told her that she was basically not talented. Now, this is when Whitney telling Wendy that she had no talent. She told Wendy Williams that the reason why you sit around and talk about people like me is because you don't have any talent. Your talent is talking about people. When I tell y'all Whitney read Wendy, that shit was funny. This happened years ago. And the funny thing is, y'all, you can pull up that entire interview here on YouTube and just listen to the back and forth between Wendy and Whitney. It's just funny. And it shows you a side of Whitney that we heard about, but she really doesn't portray when she's doing other interviews, like when she's on television. But Whitney came all out of that glamour girl stuff and she read Wendy. But y'all, back to all this shit with Wendy. A lot of people don't feel sorry for her because, she fucks with people. She talks shit. And so now they're saying, how does it feel when the spotlight is on you? When you got trouble in your closet, you got bones falling all out of your closet, and everybody knows about it. So that's where people are. And like I said, as a woman, though, I still have a certain amount of sympathy for this situation with her husband because I know this has to be humiliating to her. I think he still has his hand in her business. He was her manager or is her manager. I think she fired him last year. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember him being her manager and there being some problems and Wendy having to kind of part ways with him as her manager and he's just still her husband. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. But I wanted to come on and talk about this, y'all, and find out what y'all think about it. How does the YouTube city streets feel about all this shit going on with Wendy? Do you feel sorry for her? On one hand, like I do, and then on the other hand, some people are saying, look, that's what you get, blah, blah, blah. Do you feel like that? Or, you just like, well, it comes with life and, she's a powerful woman. And y'all, I said in another video, I think the reason why Wendy might not be divorcing this man, she been with him a while. And she's watched these other women, celebrities, divorce and have to pay up. Meaning, having to part with some of her coins. And maybe Wendy is saying, you know what, it's cheaper to keep him. Cheaper to keep him. Because by her being the major income there, she's going to get up off some money because they have been together a long time. That's if she decides to divorce him. I just want to know what y'all think about it. Do you feel sorry for her? Do you think she should divorce him? Or do you think she should just stay with him and, tuck her tail between her legs because she has talked shit about many a person? And with that, y'all, this is it. Thank you for watching my video. I will be in doing videos, y'all. I got to get my mojo back. This job is sapping my strength. And the funny thing is, y'all, I work from home. I work from home. So Ain't that something? See you in the next video. You guys take care. Have a great evening. Bye-bye now.